The Kretinga region, which covers an area of nearly 1,000 square kilometers, is located in a strategically attractive territory of western Lithuania, not far from the Baltic Sea and the resort Palanga, as well as the third biggest Lithuanian city, Klaipėda. Part of the region borders the Republic of Latvia. A distinctive feature of the Kretinga region is a convenient and well-developed transport infrastructure. The region is surrounded by motorways, a railway, the neighbouring Palanga International Airport. 1/3 of the Kretinga region is covered by forests. The area abounds in clean and natural rivers and streams. The biggest rivers are the Minja, the Akmenė and the Šventoji. In the region there also lies a lake and several dozen ponds. Kretinga and its surroundings have long been famous for their rich cultural heritage, a unique landscape and natural monuments. The region is proud of its gifted cultural authors and artists. They preserve Samogitian language and traditions and customs. At present in the Kretinga region, there are known to be around 750 different valuable cultural heritage assets and 113 archaeological sites. Considerable knowledge of the ancient inhabitants of the region is stored in the remaining barrow sites, cemeteries and impressive old mounds. The cultural heritage of the early manors features Ginteri Manor site, also known as Cherry Mountain, where there used to be the old Kretinga Manor. An important source of knowledge of the old times is the old Kretinga town. On both sides of the river Akmenė there lies the regional centre Kretinga, one of the oldest parts of the Lithuanian seaside, a former settlement of the Curonian tribe which used to belong to Meguvaland. The locals are proud of the town's rich and distinctive history, created by the lives of the residents and renowned people of the region, who dictated the town's development in the right direction. Kretinga Manor, the building of which dates back to the 16th century, belonged to numerous prominent people. Kretinga saw the real renaissance when the manor was bought by Count Juozapas Tiškevičius, one of the wealthiest and most influential Lithuanian noblemen of the 19th century. He renovated and cherished the manor house, created the largest private winter garden in Western Europe at the time, opened the first hydro power plant in Lithuania, and together with Duke Bogdanas Oginskis installed the first phone line in Lithuania, Kretinga Plungė Rietavas. Today, the historic manor house of the Counts Tiškevičiai has become an appealing cultural and tourist centre. The manor still has as many as 24 monumental buildings, 5 of which have been restored. In the manor house there is the Kretinga Museum. Through its efforts, the most valuable elements of the manor are restored and the Tiškevičius family's traditions are cherished. There is a place that both locals and visitors love when they go for a walk. A carefully maintained manor park adorned with an astronomical calendar with a sundial. Kretinga is also appealing to those in search of spirituality. The town is often called the Little Vatican, as it has many as 5 monasteries. The Catholic Church and the Franciscan Order monastery complex was built by Count Jonas Karalis Hodkevičius, while the Kretinga town was being built. The church, which is in the town centre, was built in 1617, and it is the oldest of the remaining churches of Samogitia. 7 Baroque altars, the oldest organ in Lithuania, unique interior elements created in the 17th century, and marks reminiscent of the past events tell us the extraordinary story of the building. The Hodkevičiai family who founded the complex rest in the vaults of the church. The dark pages of history are preserved in the Martyr Chapel and the mysterious crypt, where Franciscan monks who refused to obey Swedish soldiers were bricked up alive in the 18th century. Today, Franciscans in Kretinga continue to do their predecessors' work and are an active and significant part of the region's societal life. The memory of the region's famous people lives on in the old cemetery of Kretinga, whose environs are adorned with Count Tiskavich's chapel mausoleum. In 2014, after being hidden in concrete pedestals for years, 4 splendid sarcophagi with the remains of Josipus Tiskavichus, his wife and granddaughter, were discovered here. To historians, the 4th sarcophagus remains a mystery. Lourdes Grotto, which was built by Franciscan brothers following the example of Lourdes, a sacred place in France during the interwar years, has become an important symbol of the Kretinga town and part of the town's history and religious culture. In Lithuania, this is one of the most impressive Lourdes grottos, which are particularly popular in Samagitia. The natural and cultural heritage of Kretinga is scattered around the whole region. The small towns in the area pride themselves on their historic churches. One of the churches, that is Kalnalis, Bishop Mateus Valancius was baptized. Close to Kretinga Mound there is another Lourdes Grotto and an impressive Doginche outcrop. In the midway point between Darbene and Sventoye there stands the Lazdininke windmill. In Salante there grows the thickest chestnut tree in Lithuania, and the Salante Valley is adorned with the Gaidis Chapel, which has numerous legends attached to it. The Kretinga region has long established traditions in education. The first school here dates back as early as 1609, and at the end of the 19th century, the first Lithuanian kindergarten opened its doors in Lithuania. Today, the Kretinga region remains one of the leaders in education. The region has 27 educational institutions. Special attention is given to a modern educational environment. A system for educating, encouraging and motivated gifted children has been devised. The region has successful non-formal education for adults and young people. Cultural, sporting and creative activities are promoted. Senior citizens who wish to study and improve meet at the University of the Third Age. In the sports arenas of Kretinga, the town's name is being made well known by the local football team Minia, the basketball team Kretinga, and Milda, which is well known to motorball enthusiasts and is the strongest motorball team in Lithuania, pulling off victories in other European countries as well. The hospital in Kretinga is one of the oldest in Lithuania, having gathered a team of qualified specialists. The medical institution, which is constantly modernized and is still living up to its good reputation, welcomes patients from the whole of Western Lithuania. In the region, general practitioner services are provided by 3 medical institutions belonging to the municipality. In the Kretinga town there is also a branch of the Northway Medical Centre, offering secondary outpatient medical care and day surgery services. Those searching for acupuncture and unconventional treatment also come here. A convenient geographical position and good transport infrastructure makes the Kretinga region very appealing to business developers and investors. Conditions in the region are particularly good for developing logistics, tourism and the service sector. The climate is favourable for producing energy from alternative energy sources. The region is dominated by small and medium-sized businesses. A large part of the commercial entities offer entertainment and recreational services. Manufacturers export part of their production to foreign countries. Technological solutions also travel all around the world. At the moment, Kretinga District Municipality is implementing an investment attraction and entrepreneurship promotion program which provides for land and real estate tax exemptions. The agricultural sector in the Kretinga region is dominated by crop production and medium-sized and small farms. A substantial part of them engage in organic farming. Dairy farms tend to move on to cattle farming. In 2014, in Ragovishke, an innovative seed preparation factory was opened, where modern seed cleaning equipment was installed. The idea of seed preparation was implemented by a cooperative named Žemaitijos Aruode, which unites farmers from the Kretinga, Skuodas and Plungei regions. Violetta Shediani, living in Vidmante village, is the only organic bee farm promoter in Klaipeda County and a certified exceptional quality producer. Vidas Permalis, a farmer in Tubauche, has by far the largest rabbit farm in Lithuania. Kalniškė is famous for its Baltuonė turkey farm. The Kretinga region has abundant geothermal water resources. The region also has plentiful sand and gravel deposits. The southeastern part of the region has some oil. There is also the Kalniškė peatland, which has been exploited for 4 decades, where fuel peat, composted peat and litter peat are produced. The Kretinga region has centuries-old cultural traditions and has long been famous for its beautiful and joyous celebrations. The artistic groups of regional cultural institutions gather around 1,500 stage lovers. The region has particularly powerful dance, theatre and choir music traditions. The region gave birth to many talented folk artists, authors and creators. Woodworking artisans have long made up the majority of local craftsmen. Stone cutting traditions have been cherished by Viljas Orvidas's Homestead Museum in Garjdeli village. Kretinga is famous for the regional song and dance festival, children and youth theatre festival, the events of the town's festival and St. Antanas' feast. On Kartena Mound, the festival of Curonian's history has found its place. The Kretinga Museum invites you to the Arts Festival and the Manor Festival. Young local people also launch different campaigns. Belonging to the seaside tourism region, Kretinga is one of the 30 most attractive parts of Lithuania, which is full of attractions, magical places and surprises. The Traditional Crafts Centre organises interesting educational activities and also runs the Manor Sweets shop. Those who search for spiritual relief can find it in a Japanese garden, close to Darbeni, and in the Bolts Mythological Park. Active free time lovers are attracted by entertainment and leisure complex. A homestead Vienkiemis, leisure park Ashbihash, and a year-round spa and wellness centre at Atosago Parkas. Kretinga is for those in search of a safe, comfortable and good quality life.